Eli Whitney was born on December 8, 1765 in Westborough, Massachusetts. He grew up on a farm and he was interested in machinery and technology. During the Revolutionary War, he became an expert at making nails from the device he invented. He saved money from his invention so he could go to college. He started at Yale in 1789 and graduated in the class of 1792. He was thinking about becoming a lawyer. After he graduated, he was hired to be a tutor in South Carolina. On his way to South Carolina, he met Catherine Green, who was a widow of a Revolutionary War general. When he arrived at the tutoring job, he found out his salary would be half of that he was promised. He refused the job, and Green offered him a job reading law at her plantation. Green found that there was a lack of money crop in the area. She wanted to start growing green seed cotton. The problem was it took hours of labor to clean the seed and extract the cotton fiber. With Green supporting him, Eli worked through the winter to invent a machine that was able to quickly and efficiently remove the seeds. It's a system of hooks, wires, and rotating brush. Whitney called the invention the cotton engine, or the cotton gin for short. He demonstrated it for local planters and showed that it could produce more cotton in an hour than what could be produced by multiple people in a day. At the time, it would take a slave an entire day to produce 1 pound of cotton. With the cotton gin, that same slave could produce 50 pounds of cotton in a day. Whitney patented the cotton gin in 1794. He wanted to produce and install the gins throughout the South and charge farmers 2/5 of their profits. Because planters didn't want to give up that much of their profits, other people started to pirate the cotton gin and create their own versions. Eli Whitney spent years in court battles to enforce his patent. By the end of the century, he agreed to license the gins to planters at an affordable rate. The planters were able to make huge profits, while Whitney made almost no money from his invention. As a result of his invention, cotton became America's leading export by the mid-19th century. Whitney's next venture involving producing firearms. There was a potential war with France coming, and the U.S. government wanted to put private contractors to produce guns. At the time, each rifle was produced individually, and this took a great deal of time. Eli Whitney promised to produce 10,000 rifles in a 2-year period. He developed machines that would manufacture interchangeable parts for the rifles. It ended up taking Eli 10 years to make the rifles, but he soon received another order for 15,000 rifles. He was able to produce those in 2 years because of the interchangeable parts he was able to make. As a result of his use of interchangeable parts and his idea that a manufacturing system similar to the modern assembly line, he's often called father of American technology. Eli Whitney got married to Henrietta Edwards in 1817. They had 7 children, including Eli Whitney Jr., who continued to work in his father's business as an adult. Eli Whitney died on January 8, 1825 in New Haven, Connecticut. Some historians have attacked the accomplishment of Eli Whitney. There are some that believe that Catherine Green actually came up with the idea of the cotton gin, and Eli Whitney only built it and applied it for a patent, because women at the time were not allowed to apply for a patent. Others believe that the idea of his, but Green played a large role of the design and financing of the cotton gin. There is yet another that the idea came up from a slave working on Catherine Green's plantation and that Eli Whitney used the idea and claimed it as his own. There are also historians that believe that he didn't really invent the idea of interchangeable parts. That idea was copied from a French gunman named Blanc, who has used the idea to make 1,000 muskets 18 years before Eli Whitney did it. There are also said that after carefully studying some of his rifles, it was found that the parts weren't machined, but were carefully handcrafted to fit together. Basically, that Eli Whitney was faking it. Others have criticized Eli Whitney because of his invention of the cotton gin, because cotton became America's leading export in the 19th century. Slaves were needed to plant, pick, and process the cotton, which caused slavery to increase a great deal. Before his invention, slavery was declining in the U.S. Regardless of what some other historians believe, Eli Whitney is known as a great American inventor, and is credited for inventing the cotton gin and for the idea of interchangeable parts. Ironically, Eli Whitney made no money from the invention. He was most famous for the cotton gin. What money he did make, he spent fighting those that pirated his invention in court. For some reason, he didn't patent the idea of interchangeable parts in manufacturing and allowed others to use the idea and make it better. This led to the U.S. dominating in manufacturing at the time. He did profit from this invention though, running a successful business in gun manufacturing until his death from prostate cancer at the age of 59. His son, Eli Whitney Jr., continued to run the business after his father's death.